HarperCollins presents The Mismatch of the Season by Michelle Kenney. Read by Hollie Hales. Chapter 1. Devon, 1820. 3 months until the wedding. It was the perfect morning for a duel. Or at least it would have been, had Miss Phoebe Fairfax lived between the covers of a novel where the heroine actually did things, as opposed to watching her brothers do them all instead. The chief offender among them was undoubtedly her eldest sibling, Lord Thomas Fairfax, currently snoring in his bedchamber after the devil's own luck at the races, followed by an even worse run at faro, which only made her own betrothal all the more vexing. To be betrothed by one's eldest brother was bad enough. To find oneself promised to a gout-ridden old goat more than twice one's age, and without so much as a by your leave, a downright outrage. All of which had left her little choice but to embark on her current course of action, a dramatic, yet highly essential, dawn flight through the misted grounds of Knightswood Manor. "Papa wanted this match, and you're in no position to object. I'm head of this family now." A ready scowl descended as she hastened through the frost-bitten grass of her childhood home. Head of the family or not, it seemed Lord Thomas Fairfax, 12 years her senior, and her legal guardian for the last 2, had little regard for anyone or anything, except washing his gambling hands of his siblings as fast as possible. "The Earl is an old family friend, and the match will help to re-establish the Fairfaxes among the ton. Even you have to see that there is no discussion to be had. You will be the Countess of Cumberland in the spring, and make the best of it." In truth, while becoming a countess didn't sound too terrible, she would challenge any young lady to remain in the same room as the crusty old Earl for longer than 2 minutes without concluding it to be the very worst fate to be inflicted on anyone at all. Phoebe conjured the image of his overstuffed waistcoat and moist, purple lips before shuddering. Quite apart from the fact that he couldn't recall her name, their first meeting last week had only confirmed all the reasons why she should never become a countess.
"Step forward into the light, girl, where I can see you. Well, well, your brother could do with feeding you up a bit, but you'll do. Nothing worse than a skinny countess, I say."
She shuddered again, recalling the way his gaze had rested on her, making her feel the best prize calf her brother could offer after a long, hard winter. Except she had always been the Fairfax least expected to marry, let alone marry well. Not that she couldn't understand Thomas's perspective, of course. No one had expected Papa's sudden demise from a pernicious tow the year before. And, despite being a veteran of the Napoleonic Wars, Thomas was still only 30 years of age himself. Mamma used to refer to it as a gentleman's dangerous age, the time when he either married, drank himself into oblivion, or became a confirmed rake. Since Thomas had never made any mention of entering into domestic bliss, Phoebe could only assume he intended to embrace one of the latter 2 options, while subjecting the rest of his long-suffering brothers and sisters to his monstrous marriage master plan, as her sister Sophie put it. Phoebe stole a glance back at her bedchamber window, just visible in the pale clutch of dawn, and suppressed her rising guilt. Sophie was more than capable of keeping an eye on the Fairfax brood for 3 months, and she needed this time. She might not be able to escape Thomas's master plan forever, but she could escape it for 3 months. 3 precious months in which to live a lifetime of dreams. It was ambitious enough for any heroine. She drew a steadying breath and hurried onto the carriageway through Knightswood's famous avenue of oaks. Thomas's monstrous marriage master plan had begun the moment they lay dear.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?